Hey tech enthusiasts, welcome back to Redal Key, your go-to channel for all things IT and technology. I'm Leslie and today we're diving into Module 4, Building Custom Docker Images. In this module, we're not just talking about Docker file theory, we're putting it into action by building a custom Docker image for a Python application. But first, let's take a quick look at the contents of our app.py file. I have Docker running on a remote computer, and I am currently accessing that remote computer from a Mac. The computer that runs Docker is running Ubuntu Linux, and I am accessing that computer remotely. So this is my virtual terminal, so to speak. I've already created the app.py file, and here are the contents. First, we'll view the file. There it is, app.py. And to view the contents of the file, we'll type in cat, which is cat space app.py, and press enter. As you can see, this is a Flask/Python script, which is designed to echo or display the text hello docker, and it has been preset to be accessible from port 5000. This Python script uses Flask to create a simple web server. When you access the root URL, it responds with the text hello docker. Now, let's jump into the Docker file. Let's create the Docker file in the same folder. And the first line, we are using the official Python base image. From space Python 3.9 -slim, and then here we are setting the work directory or working directory, work dir app, and then we are going to copy the application files into the app folder. So it's going to be copy dot to app, and here we're going to install dependencies, and it's going to be run pip install Flask, and here we'll specify the command to run when the container starts. Python app.py those. So this Docker file uses an official Python base image. It sets the working directory, copies the application files, installs Flask as a dependency, and specifies the command to run our application. I'll save and close. Now in the terminal, we're going to run the following command to build our custom image. So we're going to run, oh, by the way, you have to make sure that you run this in the same folder that contains the app.py as well as the Docker file, especially the Docker file. Docker build needs to be run where the Docker file is located. So we're going to clear the screen, and then we'll run docker build -t, and we'll call this Flask-app without a J, and we're running it based on the Docker file that's in the same folder. That's what that dot means. So the command creates a Docker image named flask-app based on the instructions in the Docker file. Once it's done, we are going to verify the images by running docker images, and there it is at the very top. Flask app. It was created 14 seconds ago and it has a size of 136 megabytes. Now we're going to run this image to create a container out of it. Remember, image are the instructions that are required to create a container. Container is the image once it's converted to an app. So we're now running our Flask app as a container, and we will use the docker run command. I'll leave that screen as is so I don't forget the name of this image. So it'll be docker run -p. The -p is used to specify the ports that the app will use, and in this case it is port 5000, and the name of the app is Flask -app. Our app is now running at port 5000, and you'll notice that there are 3 IP addresses that have been listed there. The first one is the 0.0.0.0. This means that you can access this container using any of the hosting computer's IP addresses. So you notice there's a 127.0.0.1, which is referred to as localhost. If we open the web browser on the host machine and we're trying to access a Docker container hosted on the same machine, we use 127.0.0.1. And then there's the third IP address, which is the 172.17.0.2. That is a Docker-centric IP address. We will not be using that because that's mainly used when Docker containers need to network or connect with each other. What we'll do instead is we will connect into the host computer and access this application from there. Okay, we have now connected to the host computer. What we'll do is access this application, which is hosted locally using the 127.0.0.1 IP address. It's also called the loopback IP address. Loopback 127.0.0.1:5000. Press enter. Congratulations! You've created a custom Docker image for a Python application. Anyways, before we end this lesson, we're going to try out something different. Let's see how to access the application externally, that is from a different computer. So we will go back to the previous window, which is the terminal on the Mac. And you notice in the title bar, towards the right hand side, right after the @ sign, there's an IP address 10.0.3.25. That is the IP address of the host. Instead of using the loopback IP address, which is the 127.0.0.1, we will use this IP address, which is 10.0.3.25, which will enable us to access the app from the Mac. I'm going to launch the web browser on the Mac. Okay, we are now on the Mac and I am in the Safari browser. So we'll go to the address line and type in 10.0.3.25:5000. Press enter. Congratulations again! You have created a custom Docker image for a Python application. In Module 5, we'll explore managing images and registries. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Docker insights. I'm Leslie, and happy containerizing. Bye.